What's up, Internet? It's Matt and Joe from CyberTwits recording an episode of Ballpark today for once.
Yep.
And it's the first episode of Ballpark first episode of Ballpark ever, not just 2019.
Are you sure we didn't do one for the...
We did like a test one maybe a little while ago that never got uploaded because I recorded it and
I thought we did one.
I record doesn't really get sent over. Anyway, Manny Machado just signed for the biggest free agent contract in history.
Is it the biggest one in history?
It's not the biggest deal in history because Giancarlo Stanton signed that extension a couple years ago. Yeah. That was the biggest contract ever handed out to anyone, extension and or free agency. Yeah. This is the biggest free agent contract to switch teams.
For now.
Till Bryce Harper signs with Philly for...
Yeah, that's possible. It's possible that he'll sign with Philly for the biggest one, but I'm not sure he's going to be signed for the biggest one.
He's not even going to sign with Philly.
Yeah.
He's going to sign with the Twins for a $400 million contract.
Okay, sure. Twins. Why not?
I can dream. A guy can dream.
As unlikely as that is to happen, I don't think that's where Bryce Harper's going to end up.
Yeah? Where is he going to go? Boston?
No, he's definitely not going to go to Boston.
Exactly.
Please, we got our own problems.
Exactly.
We don't need more money problems. If I had to guess where he's going to go...
Texas.
I mean, that's not a bad place. That would not be a bad place for him, but they just got a new stadium.
But they can't afford him at all.
No, they can't. I don't think the Angels can afford him either because they're still paying
for that trade their entire team. Yeah.
They're still paying for that albatross known as Albert Pujols and Josh Hamilton. So.
God, Josh Hamilton.
Yeah, what a waste. If I had to make a guess of where Bryce Harper's going to go, trying to think of a team that has a lot of money.
San Francisco.
Someone hit a friendly ballpark. For lefties, not just for any hitter, for lefties. Only thing that jumps out is New York Yankees, but I don't think they're going to do that.
No, he's not going to go for. He's not going to go to New York.
That's going to be way too much money in the outfield by itself.
Yeah. Hell of an outfield, offensively. Anyway,
it would be a hell of an outfield, but yeah. I'm going to go with Arizona.
Ooh,
I feel like Arizona's kind of a dark horse in this one. I mean,
I don't know if they're after. I don't know if they're looking into him. I haven't heard anything.
I don't think so either. But to me, it's a dark horse because he's kind of used to that climate. He grew up in Las Vegas, so
I like San Francisco in this.
Yeah. So we're both in agreement. He's probably going to end up somewhere in the NL West.
He's definitely going to the West. That's for sure. Whether it be
I could see him in Colorado.
They could go to Oakland.
I could see him in Colorado.
Colorado can't afford him.
They can't afford him, but I could see him going there.
It's like saying I could see him in the I could see him in a Twins uniform, but it's not going to go there ever in his career, unless he's like 50.
I mean, he could get traded there. They could have prospects, and they could just be like, "Yeah,
here's our entire farm system."
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking Royce Lewis, Nick Gordon, and Alex Kirilloff and Brusdar Graterol all in one package. You can have them all for Bryce Harper.
I wouldn't sell that out quick. He did not have that good of a year last year.
Still,
if he continues,
it's an entire farm system.
It's like 4 players you just named there.
It's an entire farm system. It's literally the entire Twins farm system. Everyone else is either not in the top 100 or is either like in the top 150 or not even close.
Okay,
like there's 2 guys in the top 100.
Okay, well then it sounds like the farm system for Minnesota needs to get better. I know
it's good. Don't get me wrong, but it's good because they have Royce Lewis and Alex Kirilloff. That's why it's good.
Okay. I'll defer to your knowledge on your own farm system on this one because I honestly don't pay attention to the farm leagues.
I don't either. I just know who the Twins who the dude's coming up in the Twin system because I follow them a little bit. Anyway, I feel like we need more yelling, so let's think of something to yell at each other about.
I'm not going to yell. I'm going to try and avoid yelling.
Yeah, it's going to devolve, trust me. Something's gonna come up. Like Eric Hosmer is going to go to Boston.
I mean, he didn't, so it doesn't matter.
He's going to though. They're going to trade for him.
Okay.
Steve Pearce, Mitch Moreland in a package for Eric Hosmer.
That's a dumb package.
It really is. It's not a good package.
That's San Diego giving up a somewhat decent first baseman for two guys
somewhat decent.
Okay, defensively he's superb. Okay, but offensively, Hosmer leaves a lot to desire offensively. So
yeah, their best hitter is like what, Will Myers.
Well,
Manny Machado then, now, but before.
Even then, I'd still give more than nod to Manuel Margot. I think he's the leadoff, so he's going to be on the base a lot more often than someone like
Myers, Machado,
Hunter Renfroe.
I heard the echo on that one.
This is really professional, folks. This is highly professional, top grade. You're not going to sign this anywhere else.
Hey, this isn't a non-professionals podcast, but hey. Shout out, by the way.
Just hey. Okay. I'm gonna do a little passing mention to Don Newcomb. He was a pitcher for the Los Angeles Dodgers, well, then the Brooklyn Dodgers, and he died today at the age of 92. He was the first African American ball player to both start an All-Star game and the World Series game. He won Rookie of the Year in 47, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. You can check my information on that. Served 2 years in the Korean War in 52 and 53. And he's only won one World Series. I don't know if he's in the Hall of Fame or not. If he's not, it's a bit of a weird thing that he wouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. But
also, Ethan, I know you are listening. For your comment about Mountain Dew earlier, fuck off. I just really noticed that now. I don't know why it took me so long.
I'll save that for a later time. No, I was looking at something else. That was not baseball related.
I see.
So what else? You want to do? Yeah, so I was gonna say you want to do predictions.
What else do we have in baseball world to discuss and yell at each other about?
It's just Machado and Harper, basically.
Like
spring training starting. I think
spring training.
I think all the other players reported today to the team, so I mean, they should have already been there. To be honest, they should have already been there when pitchers and
something I haven't discussed with anyone yet, outside of my father. Nelson fucking Cruz is a goddamn Minnesota Twin, and I'm very happy.
I mean, you guys got.
I haven't said anything about that yet to anyone, and I'm very happy.
You got a power hitter. You got a guy hit your home runs.
I know.
Expect him to get on base that
fucking
often.
Cruz.
So what? We got JD fucking Martinez.
I don't care.
What's your point?
The Twins actually have a somewhat big name. This never happens. The last time this happened was Jim Thome in like 2011. Yeah, so that's right. So that's after we gutted our entire team. No, it was 2010. We did sign him in 2010.
Oh.
It was before we gutted our entire team.
Oh, that's before you guys did. Oh, okay.
Before we gutted the 2010 team. Because we gutted the team in 2011 off-season, right before 2012, because that's when Kadire and Kubel left, and then it was Mono and Mauer.
I'm not sure if you're old enough to remember this. Remember when the Twins released this up-and-coming first baseman guy? His name was like David Ortiz or something like that, and then he went to Boston and became one of the best designated hitters of all time.
Bitch, I'm only a year younger than you. Old enough to remember? Yeah. And then we tried to keep Kenny Fargas, and then he went to Japan, and apparently he's killing it there. So.
And then you tried to keep Torrey Hunter, and he kind of just became a fossil on you guys.
Well, I mean, we did keep him, and then
He
he
did.
went to Los Angeles, and then
He went to the Angels.
he
Don't call them
won
Los Angeles. They're not in the
4
Los
Gold
Angeles
Gloves.
area.
Yeah,
They're
they're
in
Anaheim. Anaheim. He
Don't call
won
them Los Angeles.
3 Gold Gloves there.
I don't remember.
Because he won 4 with us, and because he won 7 in a row in center at one point during his career.
I mean, he got replaced in center on the
Oh no
Angels
shit!
by a guy called Mike Trout. I don't know if you've ever heard of him.
Well, no shit. He got replaced in center and went to right or left, right.
He went somewhere. He went to one part of the field.
He went to right field.
Okay.
They moved him to right field. And then a bunch of other bullshit happened, and then
he retired.
He came back to Minnesota, and then he retired.
Still not much yelling. I tried goading you into yelling with the David Ortiz thing, and you kind of.
I'm not David Ortiz. I know what he is, and I respect him too much to yell about him because I'm not even mad anymore.
I'm not even mad anymore.
Like I don't like I wasn't even mad that much. I wasn't even that mad in the first place because I didn't care because I was too young.
You're just disappointed.
I didn't care about baseball enough.
You're just disappointed in the Twins.
That too, but because it's happened 5 times now. Denard Span, Carlos Gomez, JJ Hardy. Except JJ Hardy only was good for a year.
Yeah, I don't know.
Denard Span was.
Okay, I remember.
It's been solid.
I remember Denard Span. He's been all over the place now.
He was good.
He was good at one point.
He was very, very good. But I don't.
But then he left Minnesota and kind of went. He's been bouncing around from team to team.
Yeah.
I think last I knew he was on Seattle. I think.
Yes.
Because I know he started the year out in Tampa Bay and then they traded him to Tampa. Seattle.
No. So we got rid of him. He went to Washington.
Yeah.
Because we traded him to Washington for Trevor May, actually, who's one of my favorite pitchers right now. I think that was that trade. So we traded him for Trevor May and someone else. I think maybe Alex Meyer, who's not a Twin anymore. And then he went to San Francisco, I think. And then he was good there for a little bit. And then he went to Tampa Bay.
And then he got traded to Seattle.
And the other player that got traded was Ben Revere, who is now in Washington.
Yep.
But let's move on from me sucking the dick of the Twins and talk about something else.
Would it happen to involve me sucking the dick of the Boston Red Sox, the 2018 World Series champions, Boston Red Sox?
Yeah.
It's really amazing they only lost 3 games in all 3 series that they were part of.
They did. They fucking did.
They destroyed the Yankees, which I'm sure you're
very happy about. Yep.
And then they beat the Houston Astros.
They did, which I didn't really care. There was a kid screaming today. I saw a video of a kid screaming about Manny Machado going to
San
Diego.
That's funny.
Like this Yankee fan, he's like, I didn't want him on the Yankees. This is an accurate fucking impersonation of this kid. I didn't want him on the Yankees. I didn't want to pay him that much money. I don't remember what he said, but
you sound like an old lady.
That's exactly what he sounded like.
I didn't want to pay the money.
I'm gonna suck your wanky. What?
Okay. All right. Once again, professional podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, so Red Sox just destroyed their competition in the postseason. And then what they do in the offseason? Diddly squat. They re-signed
absolutely nothing.
They re-signed Nathan Valdi, which I thought was a good thing that they did. Big point that they should have done. And they did it. And I don't remember his name. First baseman there. You said it earlier. Steve Pierce. Steve Pierce. That's it. I couldn't think for a second. I was like, what was his name? I was like, what was his name? I can't remember. And then it's like, oh yeah, Steve Pierce.
He's
and
like
then
50?
they signed Gorkas Familia or something like that to a minor league contract.
I don't know who the fuck. Jerry's. Unless you're talking about some, I don't know who the fuck you're talking about because the other Familia signed with Philly, Cincy.
I don't know. You talking about Joris Familia?
Yeah. Where did he go?
I think he got traded
he
to
signed
Seattle.
with Oakland. No, he signed with Oakland because he was a free agent this year. He signed with Oakland.
Why would anyone sign with Oakland?
I don't know. That they had a bit of a fluke season. Like everyone just clicked at the same time. It's like how Philly was good. Everyone just kind of clicked at the same time.
I know, it's just weird. That's interesting.
Because Milwaukee was at one point last year. Milwaukee and Minnesota had the same record. Like in about the middle of the year, Milwaukee and Minnesota had the same record. Then Milwaukee went on an absolute tear, and Twins just kind of.
That's very apt description you just put in there.
Yeah.
All right, so one of the people the Red Sox signed was Manny Machado, which is a guy who was.
Ooh, I remember him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that signing.
Yeah, he got he basically got Josh Gordon by the MLB.
Did he?
Yeah, he got banned from the sport.
Oh, wait, really?
Yeah, and then they kind of let him back, and he signed a minor league deal with the Red Sox. Which is interesting.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find who they signed. Who the other guys signed? I think I think it was Gorkas Familia or something like that. I can't remember his name.
Some international signing?
No, he was a free agent.
Weird.
It was an international signing. I just can't remember his last name. I know his first name was Gorkas, which is a pretty stupid first name, but can't find it. Oh, Red Sox signed Bryce Harper to a minor league deal. Okay, I remember him. Interesting. Oh well, I'm not gonna find it in enough time. It's taking me forever to find it.
I can't believe how many players still haven't signed.
Yeah, it's interesting, and I think that's why
this offseason started out really strong, right? You know, every team is signing like these solid named players. Nelson Cruz, obviously. There was a bunch of others like that started signing really, or that signed really that I can't think of.
Anthony Eovaldi,
yes. Who was really good for a little while. Who was really good last year. What's his name? That pitcher that signed
Kikuchi.
Not Kikuchi, but yes, he was a big one too. No, that everyone was after. Shit. What's his name? Arizona. He pitched in Arizona. Corbin. Patrick Corbin. Yes. 6-year deal with Washington. He signed real early.
Well, that's a name. There's a name on the free agent list that I'm surprised has not been signed yet.
What? Who?
Dallas Keuchel.
Yeah. I still think he should sign with the Twins.
I wouldn't be opposed to.
But that's like saying I wouldn't. That's like saying so he's gonna sign with any other team in the league. So. I mean, fucking Kimbrel hasn't signed, which he wants $500 million for some reason. He's a reliever. He's not going to get it. Nope. He'll get a 3-year deal for 45 plus. That's what I've been saying. That's what he's going to get, whether it be from the Twins who offered him a contract or someone else.
I like how the only designated hitter that actually got a deal with a major league team is Nelson Cruz.
Yes.
Matt Davidson, who's 28, got a minor league
really
deal.
Good.
Pedro Alvarez, who's 32, got a minor league deal. And Evan
Who's
Gattis,
actually shit.
Evan Gattis, who is also 32, is not signed.
Oh yeah, shit, Puig. Fuck, thank you, Evan.
What about Puig?
Yasiel Puig got traded to the fucking Reds.
Oh yeah, the dude licks everything. It's weird. It's weird, man. Cargo someone's okay. Jose Bautista not being unsigned is kind of a. Yeah, I'm just looking at the list, and it's just like I'm trying to.
But yeah, Puig.
List, like, how are these people not? How are some of these people not signed? And it's like Jose Bautista. Oh, that's understandable why he's not signed yet.
Who else did Cincy get with Puig? They got someone else.
Got
a reliever. Wood?
Maybe? I'm not sure.
I think it was Woods.
By the way, the guy that the Red Sox signed for the minor league contract was his first name was Gorkis, but his last name is Hernandez. So
I see.
I messed up. That's me spreading misinformation to the entire world. Denard Span's a free agent.
Yeah, Twins should go get him. But what was that lineup we were talking about earlier that we're going to talk about now and make fun of?
I don't remember. To be honest, I honestly don't remember.
Shit, I don't either. Because we're gonna make fun of a lineup.
I think we were talking
Philly.
about...
It was Philly. So everyone knows Bryce Harper. The Phillies desperately want to suck Bryce Harper off
and sign him.
We all know it.
He also wants to sign them.
Yeah, just like literally everyone else in the league, the Phillies want Bryce Harper badly, and they want to, obviously, like I said, suck him off a little. But even then, even if they get Bryce Harper, that lineup still kind of sucks. It's very overrated. And McCutchen is completely washed up. He was really, really good in Pittsburgh. He was pretty good in San Francisco.
He did all right in San Francisco. That's not a hitter-friendly ballpark.
And then his last year in San Francisco, he was not great.
He only had 1 year in San Francisco.
Did he? I thought he had 2.
No, that was last year.
Or 3. I thought he had like 2 or 3.
No.
Oh, maybe you're right.
No, they got traded. He got injured for a couple of years.
Oh, yeah.
He's injured 1 year, and I think he's out for the entire year. Then he came back. It wasn't that good. Played the next year after that. He was all right. And then last year he got traded to San Francisco, and he did because it's not a hitter-friendly ballpark for anybody. So
fucking Evan Longoria did all right.
That's because it's Evan Longoria. Come on, he played in Tampa Bay.
I think he did all right. Yes,
he played in Tampa Bay. So I mean,
where CJ Cron managed to hit 30 home runs.
Anywhere that has open air is probably gonna do better than freaking Tampa Bay, you're literally playing in a dome, an ugly ass dome.
Yeah, but okay, still. Anyway, Andrew McCutchen is washed up. Their next hitter, is Bryce Harper, I think. Hold on, let me.
I mean, he didn't sign there. So
but this is with Bryce Harper.
Yeah.
Oh, and they got Rio Muto.
Oh yeah, JT Realmuto. Ooh, Philly's looking up. But are they going to win the NL East? I don't think.
Yeah, fucking, they're going to win the AL East with JT Realmuto as their catcher.
You said AL East. It's NL East.
You
Claude. I had to stretch a bit.
I saw their lineup the other day, and I don't remember.
You don't remember it? You could just look it up on the computer.
Shit, that's what I'm doing right now.
Alright, cool. I know they got Maikel Franco at third base.
Who is very strikeout prone.
He's
and injury prone.
He is a.
He's got
ball. He hits ball.
Fuck yeah! No, he's got power. I'm not saying he doesn't have any power. He just can't make solid contact all the time.
Yeah.
If he
can get some plate discipline, he'd be a dangerous hitter.
Yeah, like fucking Miguel Sano. So this is basically their lineup. Gene Segura, who's light hitting, not going to do much.
He's going to get on base.
Scott Kingery, he's Scott Kingery. Cesar Hernandez.
I know who that is. He's a decent hitter, decent enough.
Yeah, there's going to be a platoon right there. They're okay at best.
Yeah.
Like, neither of them are good. Light hitting Abdul Herrera. Yet, again, another light hitting outfielder for that team. He's got a little bit of pop, but still, he's light hitting. He's fast.
He has a funky batting stance, so it's not conducive to good hitting.
Another strikeout prone hitter in Rhys Hoskins, who's very good, but again, strikeout prone. He's got to be able to make solid contact to be very good.
Yeah.
And with how that NL East is looking for pitchers, or is looking with its rotations, good luck. And Roman Quinn, who's like relatively unheard of. Nick Williams is right fielder, I guess. Aaron Altair, who's okay, who could be really good at some point in his career, but right now he's meh. My point is, with Bryce Harper, that lineup is still not spectacular.
Yeah.
It's still very Bryce Harper could make a lineup good, and could make a lineup very good, but the players around him have to be somewhat actually good and not washed up and or light hitting. Like, they have to be able to do stuff outside of what the Phillies lineup looks like it does. And I had a point to make, but
I think 17th, of course, that's gonna be outdated. I was looking up a list of I was looking up a list for every team's every Major League Baseball team's best players, most exciting players to watch, and I got one from April 17th of last year, and I'm like, that's gonna be outdated. So
yeah.
Oh well.
Mm-hmm.
Should probably put 2019 in there.
Yeah.
Get an updated
players to watch in 2019.
Excuse me. Ugh.
I don't know about you. My player to watch in 2019 is Byron Buxton.
He's always your player to watch.
Well, that's because he's so on the brink of being amazing. He's always been that way. Like, through his entire major league career and his 4 years of being a major leaguer, he's been right
strikeout prone.
Right there. Like, you can't see my hand, but it's like teetering, because he's always been either falling off the edge completely or shooting or skyrocketing to fucking stardom. Because that one time, or that one month in 2017 where he hit everything and hit everything hard, because he tweaked his stance just a little, and not to mention he was working a little bit with Torrey Hunter, who was in a very similar situation when he was coming up. Except Torrey Hunter was actually really, really good for a good chunk of his early career.
What? I'm confused by this.
What?
Never mind. I'm dumb.
What,
I was looking at top 10 center fielders right now, and I'm like, why isn't Mookie Betts on here? Then I remembered he plays right field.
Fucking hell!
They put him behind. They put him behind Aaron Judge.
You know how much that pisses me off? Those lists pissed me off this year.
It's because not many Twins players are on
Zero Twins were on any of them. There was not a single Twin. None. They didn't even have a DH list, because at the very least they could stick Nelson Cruz on a DH list.
What team is Eugenio Suarez on?
Cincy.
Okay.
Unless he was part of the Puig trade, which I don't think he was.
I don't think so either. I thought he was. I didn't think. Never mind. Don't worry about me. I'm just being stupid. It's like every other year. So. Oh well.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, I got a bone to pick right now with MLB.com. In your top 10 list, you put Christian Yelich in right field. He plays left field for Milwaukee. You idiots.
Those lists. Fucking hell. Like the last time
Byron
a
Bucks
twin
is
appeared
not
on the
on.
list.
Byron Bucks is not on the top 10 center fielders list.
I know.
Neither is Jackie Bradley Jr. What is this?
Fucking okay. Eddie Rosario wasn't on the left fielders list. Eddie Rosario has been one of the best left fielders in the game for the last couple of years. Eddie Rosario has more power numbers than every guy up to 7.
You want to know who is number? You want to know who's number 1 on that list? JD Martinez.
Yeah, who's number 1? He can't catch. He can't.
They're looking at this.
That's why this list is stupid. Like, I hate it so fucking much.
I can tell you exactly what they're doing wrong. They're looking at it in a completely, purely offensive way.
And yet,
because you got Chris Davis on there.
Rosario is still better than all of them. Or half of them. He's better than half of that list offensively, too.
JD Martinez hit 350 this year in second.
No, I'm not talking about JD Martinez. I'm not talking that he's the best out of all of them.
You're talking about Tommy Pham, Justin Upton, Juan Soto, Marcelo Ozuna.
That's how far,
Michael Conforto, Chris Davis, David Peralta.
Eddie Rosario is better than Chris Davis, Michael Conforto, and he's better than the 10 through 7. Like, he should be the 7th guy behind Juan Soto. Because that's where his cutoff is. Because Juan Soto is really, really good. And the rest of that list is really, really good.
And you know what's really upsetting about that? About Juan Soto being really good? He's 19. He's 5 and 4 years younger than us.
He's 19 years old. The kid is 19.
What were we doing when we were 19 years old?
I think he might be younger than my younger sister.
And I'd just like to ask a question. What were we doing when we were 19 years old? Obviously not playing for a professional sports team in any way, shape, or form.
We were jerking off and playing video games is what we were doing.
I mean, some of us were working at McDonald's for minimum wage.
I believe I had just graduated and I was working at, no.
Yeah, you were.
I was working at a high school. I was working at my local high school when I was 19. So that was fun.
I'm not going to ask why, but okay.
I needed a job and they were hiring. So I'm like, fuck it, why not? What was I going to look up?
I don't know what you're going to look up. I think it had something to do with Philadelphia.
Nope, nothing to do with Philly.
All right.
Once Soto age.
He's 19. He's going to be
20. I know he's 19. I want to check his fucking... Yeah, my... Oh, no, he is 20. Okay.
Yeah. Birthday's by December or something.
Yeah, it's in October.
Yeah, whatever. I was 2 months off. I said December. Do you remember?
Do you remember? Nice.
That's September. name that song September, not December.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's funny. Wake me up when September ends.
Yeah, that's another song about September.
That is. It's about September. Speaking of September, I'm going to be going. Me and a buddy are going to be going watching a game down in Boston.
Ooh.
Or over in Boston.
As I'd say, it's kind of hard for you to go down, but.
Yeah, I mean, we can go over.
Yeah.
Go across. Actually, it is a little down, too, so we kind of do have to go down.
Yeah,
because Minnesota's the northernmost state.
Is it? I thought North Dakota was. No, Maine is. No,
Maine's not. Maine's not. Alaska, I'm talking about mainland.
I think Maine's still higher up than
Maine's
Minnesota.
Not. If you look, okay.
I'm going to pull
I'm
going to pull the map right now.
My geography teacher, because on a flat map, the way they lay it out,
the way it looks
like Maine is higher.
Yeah,
but in reality, Maine's actually lower because of the shape of Earth, like the roundness of Earth. Maine's actually southern. Like it's.
I just like the way you did
south
that.
of us.
And when you're talking about mainland, it's not like Alaska's floating out in the middle of the ocean. It's
well,
connected.
no,
It's
it is connected to the mainland.
continent.
But it's not mainland United. It's not mainland United States. It's not inside of the states unless we take over. What are we going to take over Canada? Make 50 more states?
No, just a small portion of Canada that goes from Washington to Alaska.
Small portion. Oh yeah, there is that small portion.
You can take over a small portion.
It's barely connected. Like they own like a penis strip of.
Why did you have to refer to it as a penis strip?
I don't know. I don't regret a thing about that.
Oh, there's a lot more land. There's a lot more land between Alaska and Canada. There's actually a large expanse of land.
You know what? Alaska should get a Major League Baseball team. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I'm not lying either. I think that'd be awesome.
You're more likely to get an NHL team before you get a baseball team.
Oh no, they should have an NHL team as well. But I really want to see like an indoor baseball team in Alaska. I think that'd be cool. In like Juneau or some shit.
I can see how that would seem cool. But you also got to remember the population of Alaska is not that many people.
It's true. Still, it'd be fun. It'd be cool. It's like, because didn't they want to put a fucking NFL team there for a while? It'd be cold. Nice and cold.
I know. You said cool. I said, and I said, yeah, it'd be very cool.
Yeah. Ranking MLB top 50 players heading into spring training. Just got a notification from Bleacher Report. This should be fun to argue about for a little while. And then we'll move on to predictions. Because it's like one of our favorite games.
Who's gonna win? Da, da.
By
the way, I looked around on my standings thing, and I have a thing for the World Series, ALDS, and ALDS, ALCS, NLCS, NLDS.
So do you want to do full prediction?
I have a little bracket on the back of it.
Nice. Let's do it.
I just noticed this. I was like, huh. Well, hello there.
Honorable mentions. Edwin Diaz, Chris Davis, Anthony Rizzo. Don't tell Adam. He was only a fucking honorable mention. Aaron Hicks. Trade still annoys me.
Where did he go? He went to San Francisco, right?
Aaron Hicks, he went to New York.
Oh.
And we traded him for John Ryan Murphy. God.
Ryan Murphy sounds like... Isn't that the name of the guy from RoboCop?
It might be.
I'm pretty sure that's the name of the cop from RoboCop. It's definitely something Murphy.
We traded Aaron Hicks for a young catcher who we thought was going to be really good named John Ryan Murphy. He ended up doing absolutely nothing. We sent him down to minors, and then we traded him for cash.
Hey.
That was his career in Minnesota.
Money's always nice. Tell me, where does Mookie Betts rank on that list of 100 players?
I will tell you, it's 50. It's only 50? Yeah, it's only 50. George Springer.
I thought you were saying
Corbin.
He was 50. I was like, oh, what?
Yeah, he is number 50. Yep. Shit. No, it's shitting itself.
Don't forget about Puig. We talked about Puig already, Ethan.
Greinke.
Thank you.
So number 50 is Eugenio Suarez, and we were right about being Cincy. Number 49, Juan Soto. Number 48, or Juan Soto.
Juan Soto. Soto. The dude's got gains, so he's so swole that he changed his last name to Swoto.
Swolto. Juan Swolto. Mitch Haniger. Xander Bogaerts.
Hey.
Who's number 47.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean,
he's not as good as he was.
No, he isn't.
He was definitely better
this year compared to the years before. Yes.
Kyle Freeland, who's okay. Herman German Marquez, that guy for the Rockies. Walker Buehler is number 44. Noah Syndergaard, number 43. I thought he'd be higher. Trevor Story is number 42, who's one of my favorite players that's not a Twin.
He's
Bryce Harper. And then Carrasco is number 40, apparently. Why is Carrasco ahead of... Wait.
Don't worry about it. Just don't think about it. Just don't overthink it, okay?
I
Just keep
understand.
moving on the list. Just keep moving on with the list.
I'm just gonna keep going.
Back your head about it.
Well, okay. Carlos Carrasco, Clayton Kershaw, number 39. 38 is Justin Turner. 37 is Corey Seager. Jesus.
How do you put? Hold on.
Corey Seager was hurt last year, so
no, I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about Kershaw. Where'd they put him?
38, 39.
Who's doing this list?
I don't know.
Who in
Bryce
their right
Harper
mind
is number like fucking 40.
Well, he had a down year last year, so that's kind of understandable.
He's not. He shouldn't be that low.
He shouldn't be that low. You're absolutely correct, but he did have a down year, so I kind of. But Kershaw, what are you doing? What are you doing putting him at almost 40? What are you thinking?
I get it because he's had some down years, but even in his down years, he's still one of the best pitchers. He still won
almost 20 games in his down years.
Yeah, right. Carlos Correa is number 36. Kind of understandable. Cody Bellinger, 35. Understandable. Luis Severino, 34. Understandable. Garrett Cole, number 33. I get it. Yeah. Matt Carpenter has no business being number 32. Oh, boy.
Number 31. Tell me who number 31 is.
Javi Baez.
What? Is this an outdated list? Are you sure about this?
This is just up. It just popped up on my
Oh my god.
Javi Baez, number 31. It gets better.
What?
I think this is Bleacher Report too, so this is like official shit. Like, this is their list. Real Muto, number 30.
That's understandable.
Trevor Bauer, 29. Don't know why he's that high. Blake Snell, number 28.
That's understandable.
He was really good last year, so
he's on a crap team.
Yeah, Freddie Freeman.
Understandable.
Giancarlo Stanton's 26.
Understandable.
Corey Kluber's 25. Yeah. Andrelton Simmons.
Who's number 25?
Corey Kluber.
Okay.
I get it. Simmons, Andrelton Simmons, number 24, who really doesn't have much business being up this high.
No, he doesn't. He should switch him and Kershaw.
Yeah, really.
Just put that there.
23 is Acuna Jr., which, yeah. Lorenzo Cain.
Only 1 year, so small.
Is 22. JD Martinez is number 21.
Why is he that low?
I don't know. Joey Votto is number 20.
The dude hit 350 and 40 home runs.
Joey Votto's one of the best hitters ever. Why is he number 20? He's not been good enough to be this high in a long time. Paul Goldschmidt's 19. I get it. Anthony, why is Anthony Rendon at 18?
Whoever wrote this
zero
list,
business being that high.
Whoever wrote this list is high. So
why is Aaron Nola at 17? I get that
he had a good year. He had a very good year.
Why is Chris Sale only at 16?
Why is he's that low too? Jeez, they just hate
Why
Boston.
Is Matt Chapman ahead of Chris Sale?
They just hate Boston.
Why is Manny Machado 14?
The dude's a prick. Manny Machado's a prick.
He is. He really is.
Who's 13?
Chris Bryant. It makes sense.
Okay, yeah, he's a good guy.
Aaron Judge is 12.
Okay.
I get it. Justin Verlander is 11. He's been good.
Understandable. He's been very good since he
Number 10.
Detroit.
Here we go. This is going to be fun. Why is Jose Altuve at number 10?
You think he should be lower or higher?
He should absolutely be higher than number 10.
Yeah, okay. I'll put him at I would put him at 5.
He should be at 2. Jacob deGrom is number 9.
Understandable. Okay. That's understandable.
Nolan Arenado is number 8.
Once again, another good pitcher on a
Why is Alex Bregman at 7?
He did a really good year. He had a really good year.
He should be top 12.
He had a really good year, though. Like, when I'm talking about a really good year, I mean a really good year. It's like a career year for him, and he was excited to watch this year. Very excited.
True. I just don't know if I'd put him at 7. Max Scherzer is number 6. Yes. He should be higher, too. Jose Ramirez, number 5. Yeah. Christian Yelich isn't...
You said Jose Ramirez at 5?
Yeah.
I put him down in the top 12, top 15 maybe. I don't think he deserves to be that high up.
Yeah, I can kind of see why, because he had a really, really he had a really good year again. Very good year, but Christian Yelich at number 4, which, yeah, I get it. He's the MVP, so got to put him high.
Yeah.
Francisco Lindor at number 3.
Okay.
You're going to love this one. Mookie Betts is number 2.
And I'm gonna guess who number 1 is. I'm gonna say Mike Trout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been,
oh man, who saw that coming?
He's only been the best player in baseball for the last 10 years.
Yeah.
And he hasn't even been in the year that long, or been in majors that long.
No, I think he's been around for a little while.
Oh yeah, for a while, but not in the last 10 years. He hasn't been there for 10 years. He didn't start in 2009. He was drafted in 2009, I think.
I'm looking it up now. I'm looking up his baseball stats. Yeah, he's only 27, so he hasn't been in the league since 17. That'd be outrageous.
He was 19. Yeah, because he was 19 when he got called up along with Harper, who was 18.
Yeah, his first thing was 2011. So it's almost been 10 years.
Yeah, it's been pretty close.
The last 9 years, he's been
the best player in baseball for that long.
Yeah,
he's first ballot guaranteed, probably unanimous.
All-star. He won. He's been an all-star in all 8 of his professional seasons.
Nice.
MVP 2, MVP 2, MVP, 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 MVP. Oh, it's just he's only won first place MVP twice. In 2014, 2016, but he's been the runner-up for MVP 4 years.
Nice.
And only last year, 2017, he finished in 4th. I don't know who won the MVP that year, so he won Rookie of the Year. 2017.
17. Who won the MVP in 2017? Was it a pitcher? It might have been a pitcher. Was it Sale?
I don't think it was Sale.
It was a pitch. It might not even been.
I don't know, but every year he's been playing except for 2017 again. I think he got hurt that year or something.
Yeah, he got hurt one year.
Because he's been a Silver Slugger in every year except for 2017 again.
Jose Altuve. Yeah, that makes sense. And that was the year Stanton won it for Miami.
And then he left the year after.
And he's not been great. He doesn't have his Miami numbers. He was so good in Miami. Goes to New York, isn't nearly as good as he was.
You know why?
Because he's in New York.
New York is not tailored for pole hitters from the right side.
No, he's not even tailored. Sure, he's a big name.
Yeah,
but still, I still don't understand. The only reason he got sent to New York is because he's like, "Hey, Derek, you're a Yankee. Send me to New York. This is where I want to go." And Jeter's like,
"Oh man,
sure. Let's load up the Yankees with everything." What?
What's his name did a thumbnail. Ethan did a thumbnail where it's the ballpark. It's a picture of Manny Machado saying "prick," and then a picture of Bryce Harper said "still hasn't signed."
Nice.
And I laughed. And then they said they did Megan and Laura. They did a different podcast today. They talked about ships, and it got heated. Things got heated. LOL. I'm gonna have to listen to that later. I want to know what happened.
I kind of do too.
I suggested the topic, and you know what? I have no regrets.
Say argued about ships, huh? What kind of ships? Hashtag Bumblebee is canon.
My dad just came into my room, so we're not going to the gym tonight. So.
Ethan, cut that part out. Not about Bumblebee. Keep that in.
I didn't hear it. I honestly took my headphones off to see what my dad wanted, and then I put them back on. You were quiet, and you said, "Ethan, cut that out." So, Ethan,
okay, maybe keep this in. This is kind of funny. Actually, yes, keep this in.
I want to hear that. I want to hear what he said. Listen back to it.
Well, keep the part about Bumblebee in because that was really funny.
No, keep the entire thing in. I want to know what he said.
What I said?
Yeah, what you said.
That I want cut out?
Yeah, you want to cut out.
I didn't say anything that I want cut out. I was saying cut out the chunk where you're talking to your fucking dad.
I just said I just made a quick thing where it's like, oh, my dad just said we're not going to the gym. That's it. I didn't go into detail about my life. We saved that for the Bad Ping podcast, not for this one.
Yeah, that's where we complain about our shitty lives and how we all suck at this and how Adam's awful.
Oh man, Adam.
He's better than Ethan though.
Too, though, but he's not listening to this. No one ever does.
He's better than Ethan though.
I enjoy Ethan.
I enjoy it when he uploads fucking podcasts and that I'm actually when I'm in them.
Well, at least he's here. Unlike
Adam. At least he's here. Yeah, at least he comes to these things. At least he doesn't sit there in silence.
I don't even think he's listening right now. I think he put us on mute.
He probably did. I don't care.
Yeah, neither do I. You want to do standings now? You want to finish? You want to do standings and then do a full thing?
Full what?
Wild card games, ALDS.
You just want to go full bore, full in, balls deep prediction?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Do you want to predict next offseason too?
Yeah, no. The Mad Lad did a full bracket.
Because I
didn't do a full bracket. I have a full bracket. There's a difference.
I could go full, I could go full on a tire or on a fucking. I could go off on a tangent completely about what the Twins are going to do next offseason because of the way they're spending this offseason. Or they spent this offseason.
Hey, let's save that for the trade deadline.
I don't think anyone wants to hear about that right now.
Nope, let's save that for the trade deadline.
Yeah, when they trade away half their team.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna predict where each team's gonna end up in their conference. Each conference. We did this last year, and
it never got uploaded.
No, it didn't. But I did keep the helmets the way they were when we predicted them.
Okay.
And we got some right.
Let's go over the ones we got right last year when we recorded an episode that never got uploaded.
We got Los Angeles winning the West.
Ethan.
We got Los Angeles winning the West.
LA?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna win the West again. No. I'm gonna go off.
Hold on,
I'm just gonna win the West.
I'm just gonna say
they're too good. They're gonna be really, really good this year.
I'm just saying what we got right now. Call me tits.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay. Continue. Then we had the Cubs winning the Central. I think they did. Or did they lose to? They lost to Milwaukee. That's right.
Milwaukee won it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then in the East, I don't think we had Philadelphia. I think I put them there at the end of the year. Like, oh yeah, we had them. I think we had Washington winning the East, and they did not win the East.
No, they did not. Hey, did we have Milwaukee in last in the?
No, we had them in second. We had them second. Okay. We had the Reds in last.
Oh yeah, and the Reds were actually okay despite being in last place.
I think Pittsburgh ended in last.
Yeah.
In the AL West, we had Houston at the top.
Yep.
In the Central, we had Cleveland at the top, and then in the East, we had Boston at the top. So it was pretty much I think we got the entire AL correct.
Yep, we knew Cleveland was going to win. Boston won, and Houston obviously won.
Boston was the ultimate winner. So
who was our last place?
Last place for which one?
Just all of them. Who did we have in last?
For the West, we had NL West. We had San Diego. Central, we had Cincinnati. In the East, we had the Mets.
Yep, and they were actually they were terrible.
No, I think Miami was last.
Oh no, yeah, you're right.
We fucked up the NL East. We did not get any of that right.
No, was it all wrong? Was it completely wrong?
It was, because I remember it completely now. We had Washington at the top, then we had the Mets at second, and then Atlanta third. And then we put Philadelphia and Miami at the bottom.
No one could have predicted Atlanta being as good as they were.
Yeah, that was a shocker. I was kind of rooting for them, but they didn't do that well.
Atlanta did it just fine.
In the West, I think we had Texas at the bottom.
Yes, Texas was at the bottom, and Rangers were actual garbage. They were not.
In the Central, we had Kansas City at the bottom.
Yep, and Detroit was worse.
Yeah, they were.
Detroit is awful.
And then the East, we had Baltimore at the bottom, which was absolutely 100% correct.
We got that very right. That was we got that spot on.
Man, what's that spot on?
15 losses? They didn't even win 50 games.
No,
they did not win 50 games.
47 games. That's where they ended up. They
did not win 50 games. How bad do you have to be to not win 50 games?
You were wrong. Kansas City did end up losing that. Losing that division. 58-104.
Oh, shit. They didn't even get to 60.
Tigers got 64 at 98. So
okay, yeah, they were bad, but like a good level bad.
Yeah. Yep, we had Texas right. I'm looking at the things now. Marlins was last place team. The Mets were the 4th place team. Phillies came in 3rd place. That division was horrible last year.
What? East? Yeah.
Yeah, NL East. That was not a good division.
They were better than the AL Central, that's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And AL Central was hard.
God, like the Twins, like the 2nd place team didn't even finish above 500.
Nope.
You had 2nd place team.
This was AL Central, okay? Cleveland, 91-71. That's respectable.
They're not going to do that again this year.
Twins, 78-84.
God.
They
had no bullpen.
13 games behind. That's where they ended up.
They could have been really good, but they just didn't do anything.
Tigers, 64-98. White Sox, 62-100. And then Royals, 58-104.
Okay, yeah.
And this is the NL East, okay? Braves, 90-72. Nationals, 82-80. Phillies, 80-82.
Jesus.
Phillies, wow. Mets, 77-85. Marlins, 63-98.
Yeah, so they were better than Miami was better than Detroit.
Yeah. Miami was better than Detroit. You're correct. By a half a game.
Yep, by half a game.
That's just sad. That really is
Imagine
sad.
being so bad that your redeeming quality is you're better than a team by half a game.
Yeah. I mean, NL Central. The Reds finished 28.5 out from the Brewers. So.
Oh, the other day, this is kind of funny. I was playing franchise mode on MLB The Show. It's kind of going off of a topic here, but I was playing MLB The Show, and I was doing a Twins franchise. And are you still there? Yes, you are.
Yeah, I'm still here.
I heard you. I wasn't sure if you got up and left or some shit.
No, I'm listening to you. I'm just looking at my standings, like trying to figure out where we're gonna put each team now.
Anyway, so we get to so Twins do okay. AL Central, awful division in this particular season. Awful. Indians are bad. White Sox are bad. Just no one was good. I playing as the Twins ended up winning the AL Central at 82-80.
Oh,
so here's where it gets fun.
Above 500.
So I go to the playoffs, right? I go all the way through the playoffs, winning everything. I fucking won the World Series with that team. An 82-80 team. An MLB The Show 18 won the fucking World Series.
That is.
We beat 100. We beat a team that had 100 wins.
That's interesting. That is very
interesting.
That won't happen in real life.
We beat LA. Okay, we beat LA.
That won't happen in real life, but that's very interesting.
We were very good in the playoffs. We were so goddamn good that we won
just like Boston.
Yeah, except they didn't win. 82 games. They won like 107.
Yeah, 108.
108.
Yeah.
That was close.
They had the most wins in the entire Major League Baseball. You want to know who's the second team that had the most wins in Major League Baseball?
Houston.
Yep. I was gonna say the Yankees, and I scrolled down a bit. I'm like, oh no, he's at 100. Mind.
Yeah, Yankees were good.
American League was very strong this year.
Yeah, American League was very, very good. We won the American League won the All-Star game, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm not sure about that. I don't know. I barely watch the All-Star game. I only watch the festivities beforehand, like the home run derby.
Yeah, I like watching the home run derby.
And the celebrity softball game. I think that's hilarious.
Ooh, the celebrity softball game is fun. I didn't get to watch it this year, but
it's always pretty fun. Unfortunately,
yeah, I like the players.
They cut it down. I remember one year they showed the entire thing, and they showed it in like entirety.
Yeah, American League was good outside of the Orioles.
Yeah, that's true. Absolutely true. All right, so you want to get to doing the predictions?
Yes.
All right, let's start NL West. Who you got number 1?
Colorado.
You got Colorado at number 1.
Arizona in second. LA is not going to be that good this year.
I'm tempted
Bold
to
prediction.
Agree with you.
That's my hot take.
I'm tempted to agree with you on Colorado being number 1, but I'm gonna put it on. I'm just gonna mark yours on here anyway, just so I know who's right and who's wrong.
Yeah, do like 2 sheets.
Yeah, I see Colorado being a good team this year, but that's a problem with Colorado. They seem like a good team on paper, but whenever they leave their own ballpark, they just fall apart.
It's true. It's like the Twins. The Twins were awful on the road. We were really, really good at home. We won nothing on the road. Anyway, continue.
Sorry, I'm just doing a thing for...
No.
Matt's got the Rockies.
The Rockies are actually like my second team.
Yep, and I got, to be honest with you, I got LA. I got LA winning it again.
Probably, like you're probably right.
They got enough starting pitching out there that can pretty much beat whoever they play.
Colorado's got a really young starting pitching core who are also really good. And I think John Gray is going to have a bounce back year because he hasn't been great. But I think he's going to come into his own and become like the next Pat Corbin or something, who's always been decent but never really good.
Yeah. You have LA. You have LA third on your.
Yeah,
yes, I have LA third.
Okay.
That's my hot take. It's going to be a very good division. Don't get me wrong. Colorado's going to win. Colorado's going to win 98. Arizona's going to win 97. LA's going to win
95.
96.
All of them one game apart from each other. That's a bold prediction there, Cotton.
My hot take. No. Colorado's going to win 101. I'm going to go even hotter. Colorado's winning 101.
I'm going to
Arizona's going to win.
I'm going to throw in a dodgeball reference there.
97.
No,
98.
Cotton. Let's see if it pays off.
Arizona's going to win 98, and then LA is going to win 97.
I mean, I can see that happening. One of them's going to end up being a wild card team, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah. One of them's definitely.
The question is, who are we putting in last place? You're going to put San Diego in last place, or are we going to put San Francisco in last place?
Oh, San Francisco, for sure. San Diego is Machado now.
Oh, man.
That's like a full, 5 wins.
Oh, man. That's,
No, it's more than that. That's like 8 wins.
They won the sweepstakes. They're going to win the NL West. There's my hot take right there.
Yeah,
With that one move. With that one move.
They're going to dethrone everything.
San Diego's just going to destroy everybody.
San Diego's just going to win everything all at once.
All right, NL Central. Who you got and where?
NL Central, who I got and where? Well, first off, it's not going to be Milwaukee.
No, you don't think so?
I don't think it's going to be. They're not going to be nearly as good as they were last year. Because last year, they were good, obviously. Actually, You know what? No, the Cubs were shit. It is going to be Milwaukee.
The Cubs were shit.
And that's partly to shit on Adam. Also, partly the fact that they weren't actually that good.
I just like your reasoning behind the Cubs not being number 1. Because fuck Adam.
I hate Milwaukee, but
but you hate Adam more.
Yeah.
You had to balance your hates there. Who do you hate more? Is it Milwaukee or Adam? And you chose Adam.
Yep.
I have to say that was a good choice.
Yeah, I think Milwaukee's they're not gonna be as good as they were last year. There's no way they can be.
Yeah.
Because last year everything kind of clicked for him. Like Kane was good, and Yelich was good, and their pitching staff was really good, and Mike Moustakas was good.
Who's back with them?
Yes, who is back with them?
Back with Milwaukee. Oop, they want that helmet on the floor.
Now we're probably gonna agree that the Pirates are gonna get last. No, yeah, Pirates are getting last since he's gonna get third or fourth.
I want to put Cincy in fourth. I'm not sure how good the Cardinals are going to be this year.
Ooh, the Cardinals.
But they did get Paul Gold. Did they get Paul Goldschmidt or the Reds get Paul Goldschmidt?
Cardinals got Goldschmidt.
Okay, so
they gave up like half their team for him.
Yeah. So we're both in agreement, though, that Milwaukee's going to win that.
Milwaukee's going to win for sure. That's a given.
Yeah, they were my pick too. I didn't think. I don't think Cubs are going to be able to recover from their embarrassment of losing that one game wild card, so they became a wild card team.
To Milwaukee,
and then they lost to Dodgers in that one game playoff. So that's 2 games that they just couldn't. They just couldn't seal the deal.
I mean, Colorado beat someone really good.
Yeah, they did. They always do.
They beat. Who did they beat? Colorado beat the Cubs.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Because Tony Walters had that big clutch hit in the 15th.
Yep, you're right. You're absolutely right. You know what?
The Dodgers had won that division. That's right. Because here's how it went down: Colorado, LA tiebreaker, right? Dodgers won, so that made Colorado the wild card. Colorado beats
Chicago.
Milwaukee, they move on
play it off
to face LA, and then they lose to LA.
Yeah. Again.
Yeah,
I'm going to take my own hot take here, and I'm going to say St. Louis moves up to number 2 in the NL Central.
Past Chicago.
Chicago's third.
Just to shit on Adam even more.
I didn't put him in last, okay?
You didn't put him. We're not going to put him in last yet because they still have Chris Bryant, Anthony Rizzo, and John Lester.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time deciding between Pittsburgh and Cincinnati in the bottom, in the basement. Who's going in the pit and staying there for the rest of the year?
Darvish is going to go in that pit.
I'm going with Pittsburgh. Yeah, Pittsburgh's going to end up in last place.
Yeah, Pittsburgh's getting last, partly because Cincy has Puig.
They don't have anything.
They have Puig and Votto.
I'm talking about Pittsburgh.
That's 2 really good bats. Pittsburgh, yeah, they have nothing. They have Francisco Liriano. You know what Pittsburgh has? Francisco Liriano.
They got Josh Bell too, who's another Mikael Franco.
Don't they have Josh Harrison? No, he got traded to fucking St. Louis, right?
I thought he was a free agent.
Is he a free agent?
I think he's a free agent. He hasn't signed anywhere yet.
Huh, I thought he did.
No, I don't think so.
Either way, I find it funny.
Feel free to look it up.
Either way, their best player is Francisco Liriano.
Yeah, he's been good. He's been solid throughout his career.
He's been okay. Outside, he was going to be the next Johan Santana, and then he blew out his arm. And he did throw a complete game, or he did throw a no-hitter against the White Sox. Anyway, I keep going off on random Twins history. There's so many of them throughout the majors. God. It's hard not to for me.
I mean, I could go off on Red Sox tangents. I choose to try and counter that in. Keep that.
But you don't have as many players scattered up through Major League Baseball.
Jed Lowry, Josh Reddick.
There's so many
of them on the top of my head.
But the Twins have had so many players that have gotten traded and or sold to different teams
that have done jobs.
Pretty good. Yeah. Like Ben Revere has been an all-star.
Yeah, I get it. I get your point.
Denard Span has been an all-star or all-star caliber at the very least a couple times. Francisco Liriano won damn near won a Cy Young one year for Pittsburgh.
I get your point.
Yeah.
All right, next one. NL East. Who you got going where? Where do you think in the NL East? Yes. Who you got at the top?
Shit. Well, I don't want to say Washington again.
I know who's not going to be on the top. And that's going to be Miami because they still have nobody, and they just traded away their best player. So
yeah, right.
sorry, Miami. You're automatically
Their best
pulling
player
at the
now,
bottom.
Brian Anderson. That's their best player.
I
Kind of
automatically put them at
sad.
the bottom.
Yeah, they're definitely at the bottom. See, this one's tricky because
It's hard to know where these teams are going to end up because this division
it's such a bad division.
It was just
no
not a
one's
great division.
like. There's no team that stands out as this is the team that's going to win it. Completely. At least the AL Central has a team that's going to win it.
All right, how about this? How about we go start from the bottom and go up?
Yeah, we'll start from the bottom.
All right, who's going to be the next worst team? Is it going to be New York, the Mets, the Phillies, the Braves, or Washington?
It's going to be the Mets.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be the Mets just because their pitching rotation is really good. Outside of Cano, they don't have much.
Yeah, that's true. You got Cespedes, but he's injured a lot.
Cano's really good. Cespedes is pretty good, but again, they don't have, and Cespedes is a bit of a jackass.
Yeah.
Like, he's not a good locker room presence.
All right, who you
maybe
got?
Cano can counteract that because Cano's supposed to be really good, but
yep. Who you got in third? Washington, Phillies, or Braves?
I'm gonna go.
And this is really tough,
Philly.
folks. Because
I'm gonna go Philly because unless they get Bryce Harper, if they get Bryce Harper, they're gonna be second.
Yeah. You think so?
Because I just can't. I don't want Philly to win.
You don't like Philly?
I don't like Philly at all. I used to love the Phillies, but I just have such a disdain against the Eagles now. It's kind of sad.
I'm not. For those of you who, for the people that may listen to this that are in the Philadelphia area, there may be parts of Philadelphia that are really nice. I've never been, so I can't objectively say.
The Liberty Bell is really nice.
I've never been to, like I said, I've never been to Philadelphia.
I've never seen the Liberty Bell. I've never been to Philly, but the Liberty Bell is supposed to be really nice. So that's
I appreciate Philadelphia for its historical context that it provides to the United States, and that's about as far as my knowledge of Philadelphia goes. Besides
Philly, fuck Philly. That's what I say.
I just don't like you guys because of how you reacted to your first Super Bowl when you guys acted like you just beat the entire world. Granted, you beat the Patriots, but still, it's one game.
Everyone hates Philly now. I like how everyone hates Philly. We can actually agree on something, Joe. The Vikings should have been the one to beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl, not fucking dipshit Philly.
I think everyone hates Los Angeles right now too because of the.
I think
the whole bullshit from the NFC Championship games got a lot of people pissed.
The Saints hate the Rams.
I don't like the Rams.
I for one like the Rams. I for one like the Rams because they beat the Patriots.
They didn't beat the Patriots.
Oh wait, yeah, you're right. No, they got slaughtered.
I was like, "What are you talking about? They lost 13-3.
They beat the Saints. They beat the Saints, which is why I like them.
They beat the Saints, but they beat them.
We're talking about football on a baseball podcast.
It's true. We were talking about the city of Philly. That's why. And how everyone hates Philly.
And how Philly's only going to make third place in this division.
I'm not saying it's a bad place for Philly. It shows that you've improved from the last two seasons. But there's still room for improvement.
Higher than that.
There's still room for improvement.
It could be very, very good too.
Yeah, they could be phenomenal. And this whole thing that we're doing is to just get thrown out the window.
Yep, because the NL East usually does for us. I mean, it did last year.
For the East, we actually got pretty close to that last year. For the East, we got remaining Washington and Atlanta. And where one doesn't go, where we put it 2, we already know who number 1's going to be.
I think I'm going to put Atlanta at number 2.
Ooh, you're picking Washington? You're picking Washington?
Their rotation is too fucking good now with Patrick Corbin.
He was good this year. Years before, he's been iffy.
I know, he's been questionable. That's why I didn't want the Twins to get. I think they would have, it would have been fine because they can afford him. It's not like they couldn't. They could have just gave him enough for a fucking switch off button. But
if Atlanta can get another good starter, not saying like top of the line starter, but good enough. Like good enough,
like a Gonzalez,
like if they sign.
Well, Keuchel goes somewhere. Keuchel's the ace.
Yeah,
Keuchel's an ace. Wherever he goes.
Yeah,
that's not
if they sign Keuchel, I'm giving it to Atlanta. I'm giving a definite edge to Atlanta right now. I'm giving the tentative edge to Atlanta to win.
If Atlanta were to get Gio Gonzalez, I think they would be just good enough to win with their offense.
But right now, I got Atlanta with a tentative East win.
I've got Washington.
You got Washington.
Their pitching rotation. Look, Strasburg, fucking Scherzer. I can never, say his name right.
Max Scherzer
and Corbin are the top 3 starting pitchers in that fucking rotation.
In that rotation, not Major League Baseball. You've got a lot better pitchers out there in Major League Baseball.
Well, I know, but that's 3 very, very good. Like Max Scherzer is the best pitcher in baseball.
Yeah, I get you. I get what you're saying. I'm just saying.
Steven Strasburg has been so goddamn consistent.
He gets injured a lot too.
He does get injured a lot.
That's the problem with Strasburg. He gets injured a lot.
And now Patrick Corbin, who's
a question mark. Who's a question mark at best right now?
Yes. Like, he could still be very good, because it could have been a fluke. But then again, Arizona is also a very hitter park.
Yeah.
Just because of how far the fucking balls fly there.
Yeah. So it's all very tentative in the East, because anybody can come out of that division, except for Miami.
Except for Miami. Well, they could still come out. Who knows? Maybe Jeter's secretly a genius, is building this team to win.
I don't think so.
No.
Anyone who's given Jeter more credit than he deserves is a fool.
Anyway,
all right.
What's the other? Who else is in Washington's rotation? I need to know real quick.
To be honest, I have no idea, and I'm not really that interested to know. I just need to know who the
top
I don't really
care that much. I don't think they're even that good. Like, I think that they have a really, really good rotation.
I don't know. I have no idea who in
Tanner Roark. I think he's still in there. Or did he get traded?
The only person I can name out of the Atlanta rotation is Julio Teheran, and he can be good.
Oh yeah, he's good.
Bad.
He can be good or bad. Yeah, you're right.
He can be iffy. All right, going on to the
their
AL
offense.
West.
Atlanta's offense is good enough though to win.
Yeah, definitely. Moving off to the AL West. I think we can both agree that Houston's going to be up there.
Oh, Houston's going to win. It's not a question. Their rotation is good, and their fucking offense is through the roof.
Now, here's a question that we need
Bregman
to
and
ask
Altuve.
Here's the thing we got to ask about Houston. They're going to win 100-plus games again this year?
I think they will.
Yeah.
Altuve gives them 10-plus wins a year. Okay.
They have a really good chance of doing that.
Bregman had a really, really good year, and he's been really, really good.
Yeah.
I still think he can win.
He's starting to come into his own.
Fucking Springer is at least
Springer's a good player.
At least 6+ wins.
Correa, when he's healthy and hitting the ball real well.
Oh, Correa's really good. Who's their first baseman?
I can't remember off the top of my head.
Shit. I can't either. He's good though.
He's got a good defensive glove, and he can hit the ball, but he's not known for crushing the ball.
Shit, it's not Gonzalez anymore. He was.
I can't remember, and I'm not that interested to know.
I don't really care either. But who's their center fielder?
George Springer.
Oh yeah, who's their? No, they just signed a guy. Houston just signed an outfielder.
You're making me do this. You're making me look up.
I know Houston signed someone recently. That's really good.
I'm looking up Houston offseason additions. Let's see what I get.
The point is to discuss and to predict, not just to predict.
I like to just predict. Why am I getting the Texans? Houston Texans transactions thing. Cool. Thank you. That's not what I'm looking for.
I want to know. I want to know all
football. About That's football, folks. That's the NFL.
The Houston Astros signed Deshaun Watson. Yes, that's his name. Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson. That's this month. This month they signed Wade Miley to a contract. Ooh, they got a guy whose last name's Adolf on their team.
Cool.
Um,
They just signed someone this year. I know they did.
these are all non-roster.
They signed someone really good.
Hold on. Michael Brantley.
Michael Brantley. That's who it is.
That's left field.
Yeah, he's really gonna be.
They had Tony Kemp last year in left.
Tony Kemp is stupid fast, but
He's stupid fast.
We can move on now that mystery has been solved.
Yep. All right. Second place. Seattle, Oakland,
it won't
Angels,
be Seattle
or Texas.
Probably gonna be LA because there's no way Oakland's gonna be that good again. Like everything just clicked.
Yeah,
and it worked.
I'll put LA because you're gonna get a healthy Shohei Ohtani this year.
Yeah, you're gonna get offensive. You won't get him pitching. He's not gonna pitch till next year.
Yeah,
but that's at least 35. That's at least 35 home runs when he's only DHing.
Hopefully, if he's not hurt again.
If he doesn't get hurt, yeah.
Seattle third.
Yeah, Seattle third.
And then we got Texas at the bottom. We want to put Texas up to fourth and put the A's at the bottom.
Well, no, A's are gonna be good enough. A's are gonna take second.
A's are gonna take second? You said Angels.
Oh yeah, I did say Angels. A's are gonna take third. Seattle's gonna take fourth. Rangers.
You gotta admit though, Kikuchi is.
Rangers are gonna get last. Kikuchi's interesting, but his numbers they weren't Ohtani's and they weren't Darvish's.
All right.
When Darvish signed, Darvish was phenomenal in Japan. He had like a sub 250 ERA career.
Then he comes over to American guys.
Oh, he was really good for a couple of years there. And I still think he would have been good had he came to Minnesota.
I just don't think he likes Chicago. Likes Chicago.
No. That's why I said come to Minnesota because they Twins actually acquired the guy that recruited him to Chicago. They traded for Chris Jimenez. It would have been good in Minnesota.
I think he likes being down. I think he would like better being down south.
Oh sure, yeah, he would. He
don't like.
Should have been in. I think he would have been really, really good in the West.
Yeah, he should have stayed in the West. I'll put it bluntly. He should have stayed in the West. That's it. Leaving it there.
But
AL Central. We're gonna have the Indians winning again.
Probably.
Yeah.
But they're not gonna win 96 according to Petcoda or the Petcoda predictions.
Yeah. Well, who cares about he.
Fucking hell! 96 wins.
I'll give him a tentative 92.
I'm not even gonna give them 92. I'm gonna give them like an 89. They're not that good. The only redeeming quality is rotation and the fact that they're in a bad division.
Ooh.
They're going to be playing against Nelson Cruz, Miguel Sano if he's healthy. He's really good. Max Kepler, and Eddie Rosario, and let me not forget what they have in like the other rest of the division. Except they're all awful outside of like Miguel Cabrera and Jose Abreu. Still.
Yeah. I'll put the Twins second in the NL.
Well, the Twins don't get second. I'm gonna cry.
All right, for the next three, we got Kansas City, White Sox, and Detroit.
Yeah.
So, who's gonna go where?
Detroit's gonna get third, just because they have Miguel Cabrera, and that's literally it.
That's it.
They do have Jordan Zimmerman.
That's the only reason why.
Okay, but.
You want to put the White Sox fourth?
White Sox are gonna.
I feel like they're gonna do better than Kansas City this year. I got a feeling that the White Sox are gonna be just a tad bit better than Kansas City.
They have because the White Sox have Abreu, and Abreu is always like a big. He's been good since he came into the league.
Yeah,
and they have like some decent up and comers, young prospects that are probably going to be called up way too early. And then Kansas City, who has like nothing outside of Whit Merrifield.
Yeah.
Who at best is. And Whit Merrifield did have the most stolen bases of any of the league, yes, but those are stolen bases. Those aren't like home runs. Or no, he might have led the shit. He's led another category too.
Probably on base percentage or something like that.
Something stupid.
All right, last one. AL East.
I really want to spite you and say the Yankees, but I'm not going to because I hate the Yankees
I'm putting Boston
just as much,
one.
if not more. So I'm going to put Boston.
Okay. We're both in agreement. Boston. It's going to be Boston and Yankees number 1 and 2.
Yeah,
Boston
for sure.
New York.
I'm going to laugh if Boston or if the Yankees are awful. Rays fucking pass them. I'm going to lose my fucking mind.
I'll be so happy. I'll be like, this is what you get, you idiots. Just proves that you can't throw money at your problems and make them go away.
Right? You have to develop your players like every other team in the league.
All right. The real question is for the AL East, who gets third? Between Baltimore...
who gets fourth? Because we know Tampa Bay is going to get third.
Yeah.
Who's going to get fourth between Baltimore and Toronto?
I think Toronto's got fourth and Baltimore's back at the bottom of the barrel. They got no one again.
With 150 losses this time. Like they're not even not even going to win 12 games. Or they're only going to win 12 games.
That's a very bold prediction.
Bold prediction. Baltimore doesn't win 12 games.
That is a very bold prediction. The odds of that happening, you might as well be playing the lottery with that prediction right there, my friend, because I don't think that's going to happen.
If this happens, I'm buying a lottery ticket the day or on the last day of the season.
I'm going to put here in the notes that we have for predictions. Biggest bold prediction.
The day Baltimore loses game 150, I'm going to go buy a lottery ticket.
Matt, Baltimore, 12 wins.
12 150. That's going to be all.
I'm just going to put 12 wins. If that happens...
I'm standing by this.
You know what, Matt? If that happens, I will buy you a personalized Twins jersey with your last name and a number of your choice on it.
Sounds good. I will buy a lottery ticket that day.
You'll buy a lottery ticket, you'll win the world's biggest lottery, and then you'll go and buy the Twins.
I'll just buy the Twins. Yeah, I'll buy the Twins from the Polas and actually throw money at give money to big name players so we can actually be good for once.
Oh, and that's
not pitch pennies.
That's a prediction.
Even though we're the richest, like I'm not even kidding. The Twins are the richest, or the Twins owners are the richest, or one of the richest of any team in Major League Baseball.
So that's our predictions for that. Do you want to do postseason bracket predictions or no?
I really want to do postseason bracket.
Okay. All right, the first 2 wildcard teams for the AL. Who you got?
Because there's no way Oakland does it again. Shit. I'm going to say it's going to be a pipe dream here, but I'm going to say the Twins.
You can say Twins win the wild card?
And I'm going to say, well, no, I'm not saying win the wild card. I'm going to say they get second. And because it's the Yankees, they're going to get first in the wild card. And the Twins are going to play them again, and they're going to fucking lose.
So you going
after scoring 3 runs off fucking Luis Severino in the first inning.
You know what, Matt?
I'm still salty.
You know what, Matt? Since you picked New York, I'm gonna throw you a bone here, and I'm gonna pick the Twins over New York for the wild card game.
You think so?
Yeah. NL wild card.
NL wild card.
The second place teams we got are Arizona, St. Louis, and Atlanta. I think it's gonna be Arizona and Atlanta.
Okay, now this is based off our second place teams.
Yeah,
this isn't based off. Yeah,
this is not based off any stats or me being able to actually predict the future. This is just based on who we have in each of our second place.
And this isn't based off who's good or not. Like, because if we were doing that, we would obviously put like the Dodgers and shit.
Yeah.
In there, but this is based off who we think's taking second. And shit. So you have
I had Arizona and Atlanta.
Arizona and Atlanta.
Yeah, and in that division, in that series, I got
I'm gonna take Arizona and LA. I think it's gonna be 2 AL West teams.
I got Atlanta.
I got
Atlanta winning the wild card.
I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be Arizona and LA, as the 2 wildcard teams.
Okay. And who you got winning?
What do I got winning?
Yeah.
Probably LA.
You got LA? All right.
I think I'm going to have LA win it. They're not going to win the West, but they're going to win the wild card.
All right, ALDS. That would mean since New York would be the quote unquote fourth team because they won the wild card game, that put it on at 4. We'd have to rank where Boston, Cleveland, and Houston, how many wins are each going to get, or who's going to be the top team in the AL that year.
Top team in the AL. So Boston, clearly. So it's going to be Boston versus Houston.
Okay. No, it'd be Boston versus New York. It'd literally be a repeat of this year's.
Yeah, Boston versus New York, and then Cleveland versus Houston. So yeah, exactly a repeat.
All right, I already know 2 teams I'm picking. I'm gonna put Boston obviously winning their division series, and I'm gonna pick Cleveland. I'm gonna think Cleveland shows up somewhat this year.
Yeah, you think so?
It does something.
I don't really want Cleveland to show up at all, but
I don't want them either.
Rotation's still good.
I just don't want to see a Boston Houston. I don't want repeats of.
I don't want to see. I want. Yeah. So I hate the Patriots.
Listen. There's one thing you can say about Patriots. Okay, almost every year they face someone different. Okay.
You got a point, but still.
It's not like NBA where it's been Golden State and Cleveland for the last, I don't know.
Or Major League Baseball where it's literally been nearly the same World Series every year. Houston. No, it's Cleveland. It's Cleveland and Chicago. Right.
That was 2 years in a row.
That was 2 years.
No, it was only 1 year.
Oh yeah, no.
Cleveland hasn't won. It's always different. Baseball's always different.
It's not always different because every year since, like, that was the only different year because 2015 or 2014, 2015, right, was Kansas City.
Yeah, it was. Kansas City did win it 2 years in a row.
They didn't win 2 years in a row, but they were in it 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
Because they lost to the Mets?
No, they beat the Mets.
They beat the Mets. Who did they lose to?
I want to say Chicago, but I don't think that's true.
It wasn't the Cubs. Definitely wasn't the White Sox.
I'm trying to think who won a World Series recently for National League. Was it San Francisco? Yeah,
yes,
San Francisco.
It was San Francisco.
Yeah, because San Francisco banned the song Royals.
Because that was the night, or that was the. I was hanging at I was staying with my grandma and grandpa down in Arizona that night, and that was the night we learned Oscar Taveras died in a car accident.
Also, you have yet to give me your picks for the ALDS.
Oh yeah, ALDS. So you said, what did you say, Boston and...
I said Boston and Cleveland. The 4 teams are Boston, New York, Cleveland, and Houston.
I'm going to say literally a repeat, Boston and Houston.
Oh, yeah? Boston. Houston. I don't know why I'm writing so weird. Because I'm a weird person, I guess. All right, NLDS. That would be Colorado. For you, it would be Colorado, LA, Milwaukee, Washington. For me, it'd be Colorado, Milwaukee, Washington, Atlanta.
Okay. Colorado, Milwaukee, Washington, Atlanta.
That'd be for me.
Mine? LA.
Yours is LA. Yeah, yours is LA instead of Atlanta.
I think it's going to be Colorado, LA in the CS, in the NLCS. No, wait. NLDS. And then it's going to be the other.
Who do you think is going to win each thing? Stop.
Colorado's going to win.
Okay.
God, I'm fucking losing my shit in Washington. It's going to be Colorado, Washington in the NLDS.
I'm going to make
NLCS.
I'm going to say it's going to be Milwaukee, Washington.
Milwaukee, Washington. I like it.
I like that series. It sounds like a good series to me.
Yeah, it does. I like Colorado versus Washington though, because I think that's 2 teams that never really get shots at anything.
All right.
And I really want to see Washington win. I really want to see Colorado win as well.
All right. ALCS. Boston for you. It's Boston. Houston for me. It's Cleveland. I already know who I'm picking. I'm picking Boston to win.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick Boston as well.
Oh man, are we gonna pick Boston to repeat?
Yeah, Boston
Is that
repeat.
what's gonna happen?
I
Is
ain't
that
gonna
what's
pick
happen?
Boston to repeat though. I'm gonna pick
Colorado,
whoever-
Washington, and then I got Milwaukee, Washington. I think
I'm gonna pick Colorado to win it.
I'm picking Milwaukee to win it. I think Washington's good enough to make it to the NLCS. I just don't think they're good enough to win the NLCS.
I don't think Milwaukee's gonna make it that far though. Milwaukee's good, but I don't think they're gonna be that good again. Like they were that good last year. I don't think they're gonna be that good this year.
World Series, Matt and Joe. I'm picking Boston for the repeat.
I'm picking Colorado.
You're picking Colorado to beat Boston?
Colorado to beat Boston.
It's a repeat of the 2007 World Series right there, my friend.
Is it really?
It would be.
Huh, I didn't realize Colorado went in 2007.
Yeah, they did.
Did they win in 2007?
No, Boston beat them.
Oh.
You got Boston versus Colorado. I got Boston versus Milwaukee. I got Boston beating Milwaukee.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a fun series, though. Boston.
I think that would be a fun series because Milwaukee is the Boston of the NL Central because they're like that's how good their lineup is.
Yeah.
They don't have the pitching staff of Boston.
Yeah.
But that's how good their lineup actually is because Kane is a solid hitter, Yelich is a solid hitter, and the rest of their lineup is really good. And I can't think of any of them. I can name more Boston.
Travis Shaw.
Travis Shaw is pretty good.
He's at third base or first.
Marcus Thames is pretty good.
Eric Thames.
Eric Thames, not Marcus, not his brother, Marcus.
Is Scope on there? Is that Scope?
Nope, Twins got. Nope. Scope is a twin.
Okay, who's their second baseman now then?
I don't know.
I can't remember who the second baseman or shortstop are now.
No, I actually don't know
catcher.
either. Orlando RC is their Yasmani Grandal is their catcher. They just got Yasmani Grandal.
Okay.
I don't know who the second baseman is, but their shortstop is Orlando Arcia.
Boston's got a more memorable lineup.
Yeah, they have more They do have a more
first base.
They also have a more well-rounded lineup.
Yeah, you got Benintendi in left, Bradley Jr. in center, who was an absolute beast in the postseason this year. He came alive. Too bad he can't do that in the regular season, or else he'd be worth the money that he's asking for. Mookie Betts is an absolute beast. No matter he has problems in the postseason where he gets like yips or something.
Who Betts?
Yeah, where he doesn't hit as well in the postseason as
he's still really good.
He's still really good. Yeah, don't get me wrong, but he doesn't have like his power seems to just disappear.
Yeah.
In the postseason. You got JD Martinez, your designated hitter, who can also play the outfield if you really need him to.
Mm-hmm.
Third base got Rafael
Devers. Catch a fly ball.
He can make a good catch. He's made some good catches this year.
Yeah, like Jason Kibble catches. Like he flops all over the field to make catches.
No, he had one good catch in I think it was Detroit.
One good catch.
Yeah, he doesn't. He's not. They're not paying him to play the outfield. So
it's true.
You got Rafael Devers, who, from what I've heard, reports he came into spring training a lot trimmer this year. So let's hope that helps with his. Let's hope that helps with his third base deficiencies. Defensive.
Same with Miguel Gano. No,
Miguel Sano.
Miguel Sano.
Yeah, let's just hope that because he was fat. Third baseman guys are actually going to do something this year with themselves.
As third base, like it always has the fat guys. Pablo Sandoval, fucking Miguel Sano.
Yeah, shortstop. You got for the Red Sox, you got Xander Bogaerts, who this year decided that he actually wants to play baseball instead of just sputtering around. That's the way I see it. That's the way I see Xander Bogaerts up until this year. He's like, yeah, I'm a baseball player, but I'm not that interested in the sport. And this year, he's just like, I'm interested, and play like he was interested. Second base, that's the only questionable spot.
Didn't you guys get something?
No, we didn't get anybody. We have a guy in. Yeah, we saw Brock Holt. You got
Eduardo Nunez.
Eduardo Nunez, Dustin Pedroia. You got a guy in the minors who starts out who's playing third base right now, but they're going to start putting him over at second base to see how well he does over there. Michael Chavis.
Pedroia is not going to go far though. Like Pedroia is old.
He is old. I feel if he
comes back, he's going to DH. He's going to bench DH.
No, he's going to play second base. He's still good. He's still good defensively. It's just his hitting's gone.
And any speed that he had.
Yeah, and any speed he had. But he's still good defensively. He's still one of the better defensive second basemen out there. Because he just plays so hard.
Yeah, that's true.
But
even then, you guys still have Nunez and Holt.
We still got Nunez and Holt.
And Nunez is a very good, fielder wherever he goes.
And he's got some
I've seen him make some hell of a catch. Yeah, he's got a bit of pop too. I've seen him make some amazing catches wherever he's played.
Oh man, it's too bad he got traded to San Francisco, then got traded to Boston.
Right?
What a shame.
He was my favorite. He was one of my favorite Twins actually because
my favorite. You're my boy, Blue.
I'm still annoyed that they traded Escobar.
And then at first base for the Red Sox, you got Mitch Moreland, who's decent at bat.
Mitch Moreland. He's Mitch Moreland. Let's just go with he's Mitch Moreland.
Yeah, he's decent at bat, but he's got a Gold Glove. So
his comparable player is Mitch Moreland.
Yeah, and then you got Steve Pearce, who, hometown boy. This is his team that he grew up rooting for, and he showed up. He showed up for them.
He did. Yeah.
That was one of their better That was their better trade season acquisitions there. Him and Nathan Eovaldi. They both came to Boston and they showed everyone why they should be.
They should be major leaguers and not sitting in the minors in limbo between. Yeah. So there's one player I want to talk about before we end this.
All right, that's our prediction.
Willians Astudillo. I bet you have no idea who that is.
I have no idea who that is. You are correct.
Damn it. Okay. So a little background of this guy.
Damn it. Just like you're damn it. No one knows who this is. I keep talking like him. People think I'm crazy.
Yeah. Okay. Willians Astudillo was signed last year. He's absolutely awesome. His nickname is La Tortuga.
La Tortuga. That's a turtle.
He's literally the turtle. But he's awesome. Okay. This is the guy that got second place in the Venezuelan League. You know who he got second place behind? And for MVP. Delman Young.
Oh no.
He got second place behind Delman Young. I also want to bring up the fact that he hit a walk-off home run against a pretty good pitcher in the Venezuelan League. And it was an absolute blast too. What he did when he hit it, he did full on he hit a home run off his knee, Adrian Beltre style.
Yeah.
And then he proceeds to sit his bat down, like stick his bat in the ground, put his elbow up on the bat, and rest and admire his home run. It's fucking awesome. Everyone was so pissed at it. I'm like,
I would be too. That's kind of.
Well, no, like fans were pissed, not like the pitchers and the other team was pissed. It was the fans that were pissed, and I just laughed at it because
that's because you're hot dog. It's hot dogging though. It's
playing baseball. He just hit a walk-off home run in the bottom of like the fucking 15th or some shit.
So what? That's when you
win a game. That's what I would do.
How many home runs?
If I did that and hit a home run off my knee, I would do that.
How many home runs did he hit off to that point? Is my question.
Oh, he hit a fuck ton.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't like his first home run. It wasn't like that one guy.
That was like his first home run in Major League Baseball. That over like his first walk off, I'd be like, I'd boo him too, because that's just like, come on, dude, you just showed up.
Like it's not like that one guy who's still my favorite bat flip of all time. That Cardinal that I can't remember his name. Jose Bautista had a good one. Who was that Cardinal back in like the fucking like 20s?
I don't know.
Not the 20s, but it was like the 70s, 80s, maybe 90s. He was like a small, scrawny guy, hits a walk-off home run.
Ozzie Smith.
The most epic bat flip ever. Have you not seen this video?
I think you're talking about Ozzie Smith.
No, it wasn't Ozzie Smith. He was a white guy.
Go crazy, folks. Go crazy.
Oh,
I'm not sure.
Hold up.
I don't know who
Before you, this is we gotta end. We'll end it here because he's got to see this. We'll end it after this.
I didn't notice Ethan's comments because I was too busy looking up other stuff.
I was too busy making fun of Ethan.
At 6'10", he wrote, Washington is a great team, but they always shit the bed when it comes to actually doing shit offensively or in important situations. And then he puts Red 6. Sox.
Red 6. The Red 6.
I think he says Red Sox are going to win the World Series, but I'm not sure because...
Yeah.
I need an affirmative there, Ethan. Give me a Schmendrick if you...
It's Evan. Guys, it's Evan.
Give me a Schmendrick if you agree with what I said, that the Red Sox are going to win the World Series.
Yeah, this was Game 4 of the World Series. Was that 87 that he did that?
Maybe. Oh, he put a bunch of Schmendricks. Okay, so yeah, he thinks the Red Sox are going to win the World Series.
Wait a minute. That might have been 87. Lawless. Hold up.
All right, we got to end this now. End it. I got to go see
Yeah, you can end it. Oh, yeah, that one. Thank you. Thank you, Evan.
Thanks for all joining.
Watch that video.
I will later. Thank you for all joining. Like our channel.
Yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Shout out to non-professionals. And thank you everyone for coming out.